We begin this half hour with something a lot of Americans may not have really considered: vacationing in the Rust Belt. The cities of the old industrial heartland are casting off their gritty reputations and are drawing artists, techies, and foodies.
And the best part, they're affordable. Afar magazine is the leading guide to experiential travel, and Jennifer Flowers is its deputy editor. Jennifer, good morning.
Good morning.
So let's get right to this. This is not a name I would have put on the list, but Buffalo, New York, some cool stuff is happening there.
Well, a lot of people know it as the place near Niagara Falls,
right.
But Buffalo actually is a destination in its own right. Did you know that the Buffalo Wing was created here back in 1964, and the Anchor Bar is still a place that you can go to try it, and you can wash it down with some really great local brews.
That sounds pretty good. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania?
Yes, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, of course, the old steel capital of the world. A lot of international influence because of it. Italian, Irish, Polish. They've got an amazing Polish festival there, or pierogies festival there. A lot of international influence. But the thing about this place is the neighborhoods. There's the East End, which has shops and restaurants galore. The Ace Hotel just opened up there. It's one of the hippest hotels in America.
I have to say, I love Pittsburgh. I think a lot of people still have that old image of it, but boy, it's a cool and happening place right now. Next up, Baltimore, Maryland, and this is a town with an amazing history.
Yes, well, the Star-Spangled Banner was penned by Francis Scott Key here back in 1814. Today, you can go to an Orioles baseball game. It's one of the most amazing stadiums, most beautiful stadiums in America. I love it. Also, don't leave without trying Maryland blue crab. It's sweet, it's tender, it tastes like summer. Locals go crazy for it.
There's a food theme here, I think.
Definitely.
Your way through the Rust Belt. Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yes, well, if you're into beer and chili, this is a mecca for you. Now, German immigrants brought beer over, and you can actually do a tour of the old breweries. And Cincinnati has its own style of chili, which they have Mediterranean spices, all these delicious things, and they put it over spaghetti. Definitely delicious. You can walk it off along the Ohio riverfront, which is beautiful.
While we're in Ohio, let's talk about Cleveland, which of course is home to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but also the Republican Convention.
Yes.
Maybe not the best week to go this summer, but and they've got the NBA championships.
Yeah, all eyes are on Cleveland right now. Last weekend, the Cavaliers just took home their first NBA championship, so LeBron James and everyone is celebrating. There's definitely the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which you absolutely have to check out. They actually have John Lennon's Sgt. Pepper outfit there, so you can see it. It's on display.
Detroit has had some bad PR over the last few years.
For sure. So it's, of course, the heart of the auto industry, but what a lot of people don't know is it's a center for the arts as well. Back in the 1930s, the Ford Motor Company commissioned the Mexican artist Diego Rivera to create 27 life-size murals. It is such a treat to go see. Fast forward to the modern day, and you have the Library Street Collective, another gallery that took over an entire parking garage and brought in graffiti artists from all over the world to paint this thing. Such a great city for the arts.
All right, our last stop on the Rust Belt trip, Indianapolis, Indiana, home, of course, of the Indianapolis 500. And sliced bread?
Yes, well, it was invented here in 1921, believe it or not. So that the best thing since sliced bread, this is where it comes from. And of course, the Indy 500, happens every spring there as well. You can check out the history at the museum, the Speedway Museum as well. More than 100 exciting races happen there over the history. And it's an underrated food scene there, too. There's a great place for brunch called Milktooth. Has a lot of these international inspired dishes like Japanese okonomiyaki. They close by 3 p.m. It's actually in a former parking garage. So very cool vibe there.
That is very cool. All right, a great list of towns, great American towns. Jennifer Flowers, thanks so much.